Jaguars are the only big cat in the Americas and the third biggest cat in the world after tigers and lions. These powerful cats were worshipped as gods in many ancient South American cultures, and representations of the jaguar show up in the art and archaeology of the pre-Columbian cultures across the Jaguars range. The word jaguar comes from the indigenous word yaguar, which means the killer, which overcomes its prey in a single bound. The jaguar is a compact and well-muscled animal. Rainforest jaguars are generally darker and considerably smaller than those found in open areas, possibly due to the fewer large herbivorous prey in forest areas. Jaguars grow to be about 1.6 to 1.8 meters, or 5.3 to 6 feet in length, and stand about 67 to 76 centimeters, or 27 to 30 inches tall at the shoulders. On average, jaguars weigh around 36 kilograms, or 80 pounds, but larger specimens have been recorded as weighing 131 to 151 kilograms, or 288 to 333 pounds. Historically, these cats ranged from virtually the entire South American continent, all the way to the southern half of the United States. Fossilized remains of jaguars have been found in Missouri, dating back to the Ice Age. As recent as the early 20th century, jaguars could be found as far north as the Grand Canyon and as far west as Monterey, California. Currently, jaguars have been restricted to a fraction of their previous range. Jaguar populations in the United States are now virtually non-existent, with only a few sightings in the past decade or so. Their current range stretches from Mexico to South America, but that range is highly fragmented. This means that jaguar populations have large spaces between them where no jaguars are found. This fragmented habitat prevents jaguar populations from breeding with one another and reduces genetic diversity. Jaguars can be found most frequently in dense, flooded rainforests. This could be due to preference and shy nature, or it could be because dry habitats have been rapidly developed in their range. While they are most commonly found near water sources and in rainforests, jaguars have been spotted in and have historically inhabited grasslands, subtropical forests, and deciduous forests. The majority of a jaguar's hunting is done down on the ground, but they are also known to hunt for prey both in the water and from the trees, from where the jaguar can easily ambush its prey, often killing it with one powerful bite. Jaguars have a more powerful bite than any other cat on the planet, and the second most powerful bite of all mammals. Their jaws are powerful enough to deliver a deadly bite that punctures the skull and the brain, which is exactly how jaguars kill. They may not be the biggest, strongest, or deadliest killers in the felid family, but when it comes to biting, jaguars take the cake. Medium-sized mammals make up the majority of the jaguar's diet, including deer, capybara, peccaries, and tapirs, which they stalk in silence through the dense jungle. When in the water, jaguars hunt turtles, fish, and even small caiman when the opportunity presents itself. The jaguar is known to be a formidable and aggressive hunter, and is thought to eat more than 80 different animal species to supplement its diet. With growing human settlements, the jaguar has also been blamed by ranch owners for stealing their livestock, particularly in areas that encroach on the jaguar's territory. Although this elusive animal spends most of its time either resting in the safety of the trees or hunting in the dense undergrowth, jaguars are animals that love to be nearby water, such as floodplains and slow-moving rivers, and they rarely venture into arid, more desert-like areas. The jaguar is an excellent swimmer and can move through the water at a surprising speed, particularly when in pursuit of prey. While the jaguar employs the deep throat bite and suffocation technique typical among Panthera, it prefers a killing method unique amongst cats. It pierces directly through the temporal bones of the skull between the ears of the prey with its canine teeth, piercing the brain. This may be an adaptation to cracking open turtle shells. Following the late Pleistocene extinctions, armored reptiles such as turtles would have formed an abundant prey base for the jaguar. The skull bite is employed with mammals in particular. With reptiles such as the caiman, the jaguar may leap on the back of its prey and sever the cervical vertebrae, immobilizing the target. The jaguar is a stalk and ambush rather than a chase predator. The cat will walk slowly down forest paths, listening for and stalking prey before rushing or ambushing. The jaguar attacks from cover, and usually from a target's blind spot, with a quick pounce. The species' ambushing abilities are considered nearly peerless in the animal kingdom by both indigenous people and field researchers, and are probably a product of its role as an apex predator in several different environments. The ambush may include leaping into the water after prey, as a jaguar is quite capable of carrying a large kill while swimming. Its strength is such that a carcass as large as a heifer can be hauled up a tree to avoid flood levels. On killing prey, the jaguar will drag the carcass to a thicket or other secluded spot. It begins eating at the neck and chest, rather than the midsection. The heart and lungs are consumed, followed by the shoulders. As with many other cat species, the jaguar is a solitary animal, except for the first couple of years that jaguar cubs spend with their mother. Males are particularly territorial, and although their home range will overlap those of several females, they will defend their patch fiercely from other males. Jaguars mark their territories with urine by scratching marks onto trees and asserting themselves with growling vocal calls. Due to the large size and dominant nature of the jaguar, there are no other wild animals that are known to actually consider it as prey. As you can see, jaguars are extremely strong cats and have amazing qualities. But can they cope in Africa among lions, hyenas, and many other powerful animals? There is plenty of game in Africa, and they could certainly adapt to the climate. But adding another apex predator into a new environment is most often disastrous. To avoid competition, some predators evolved to be nocturnal. Others took to the mountains. Some are larger, some are faster. Some hunt in packs, others are solitary. It's a balance that should not be disturbed. Because jaguars are apex predators in the Americas, the biggest issue would be the megafauna. But the Nile crocodiles, lions, hyenas, and African wild dogs would teach the jaguars manners. Not only predators, but everything in Africa appears to have an attitude issue, whether it's rhinos, hippos, baboons, or the mighty elephant. Jaguars coexisted with lions, short-faced bears, dire wolves, and smilodon in the Americas 10,000 years ago, and survived because of their resourcefulness. Climbing as well as leopards, strong enough to hunt big game like lions, swimming like crocodiles. With a variety of ecosystems in Africa from desert to rainforest, the jaguars would thrive. Jaguars can be found in a variety of habitats throughout the Americas. For predators, survival necessitates excellent hunting techniques. When sea turtles lay their eggs on beaches, jaguars kill and devour them. However, many other jaguars are dining on the same beach, and there is no territorial fighting between them, which is unusual for solitary cats. They bite into the skulls of the caimans, stick their tails in the water to grab fish, are strong enough to kill domestic cattle, tapirs, and anaconda. Jaguar hunt monkeys, sloths, and iguanas in trees, and are agile enough to catch birds. They used to slay elephant-sized giant ground sloths by themselves during the Ice Age. They kill, unlike any other cat, by biting into the skull and paralyzing their prey with a bite force of 2,000 psi. As a result, their kills would be faster, quieter, and more efficient than a suffocating lion or leopard. Another interesting hypothetical option would be for jaguars to eventually mate with leopards, resulting in a natural hybrid, or take on the niche that tigers occupy in Asia by growing as large as or larger than lions. Though lions would dominate until they evolve, even a highly confident male leopard can cause confusion and uneasiness in a lion, especially when combined with a male jaguar that can grow to the size of a lioness. Although, because lions, hyenas, and wild dogs are all pack hunters, the odds are always in their favor. Jaguars, like leopards, are strong enough to cache their kills up trees, which could solve that problem. Hunting animals that no other predator would, such as crocodiles, would also be a game changer. What do you think would happen if jaguars migrated to Africa? We are waiting for your answers in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. You can also leave a comment with what you would like to see in the following videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time!